The young male is seen approaching from under the table. His smell for hot and clickable content isn't quite there yet, but he has to adapt if he wants to make a living from his bedroom. Hey guys, GameFan here, back with another Hero Siege video, and this time I have the Marksman build guide, which I've been currently playing. Let me tell you, this build is really good. This I think is one of the strongest builds that you can play now. So first of all, I want to go over my items. I said my items. We are using the basic engineer set, the 4-piece. So we are using the amulet, the chest piece, the charm slot, and the belt, which are all going to be giving us stats like physical damage, all stats, resistances, and stuff like that. So that's the main idea. I'm also using a Deus Ex Machina for the Artificer bonus. 5 extra gunner turrets. It makes it that our gunner drones can attack the same target multiple times. The rest of the items aren't really mandatory to be these items specifically. I'm just using them because they have physical damage as their main damage type. So I'm not going for any elemental damage. If you have Saint Otto's diamond hands, then you can go for all sorts of wacky elemental damage. This boots gives us a pretty hefty amount of physical damage with attack ability power. Same with the Marksman hunting gloves, with just phys damage, crit chance. I'm using the Fury of Tarathiel for the instant leech or resist EXP gain. This is just an overall crazy item and it's really strong. It's a bit costly. I think it was like 4 million when I bought it. This shield, I just bought this shield because this can have a lot of variation in stats. I'm using this because of the strength, attack speed, attack power, HP, all stats, all talents, and whatnot. And I'm also using caffeinated coffee container for all of these damage stats. Now, if you want to be a little bit more tanky, you can use prismatic potion for all the resistances, but I went with damage because damage is good. For the sockets, as you can see, I'm using Tramal Jewels for the reduction and Helmut Jewels for max HP. You can balance it out the way you want to. Okay, so the skill setup is we are taking only agility from the sharpshooter tree, the rest is just traveling. This is because it's gonna give us attack damage and a movement speed when we attack. As you can see, you will have a little agility tax flow over your head once it procs, and this is the like buff icon that shows that you actually have the agility proc. The rest is gonna be from the engineer tree. Now I have maxed out multi-shot turret, master mechanic, and gunner drones, and left 11 points on the rocket turrets. This is gonna boost the damage and attack speed of your multi-shot turrets. The gunner drones don't really have any utility skill, which is kind of sad. I would really like that this applies to them maybe with like a lower number, but your gunner drone's gonna have more attack damage and whatnot. This is my skill bar setup. I'm using multi-shot turret, gunner drone, master mechanic, and just like some random stuff. You could use disengage for like a movement ability if you want to. We're going to do a damage test. Now what that's gonna mean is we're gonna lay down 4 multi-shot turrets, have our gunner drones out, and activate master mechanic. That's gonna be the main DPS setup. We're dealing 1.3 billion DPS whilst not having agility proc. Yeah, 2.3 as you can see. Against single target bosses like wormholes, you can start laying your turrets out in the spawning location before they spawn, so they will be immediately like multied out. As you can see, we have like decent single target damage as well. And I'm going to be doing a wormhole showcase of the build. Again, I'm not really high on wormholes. I'm like level 40. I stopped doing them when I got one-shotted, and I was like, I have no idea how it happened. Like I honestly don't know how it happened. I just like walked into an enemy and without any like skill animation, I just got one-shotted. So for these lower wormholes, most of the time even your gunner drones are going to be absolutely decimating enemies by you just walking them. These are just gonna orbit you and just do these chain lightnings, which is absolutely incredible for clear. And this is like monster level 925. This is double, almost double compared to Hell 5. So even with like just the basic 4-piece, just like the basic set and like having a base satanic weapon, this build can absolutely decimate Hell 5 and just speed farm the living crap out of Hell 5. As you can see, the boss is dead from 700 million HP. And we just move on for the next one. For like the last part, we could show like hero levels. I'm going for stamina. If you want more damage, you can go for strength, but I went with stamina because I feel like we have enough damage. We go for armor, elemental damage, and my mercenary has like basically just like melee mercenary stuff with like reduction, more armor, more taunt, stuff like that. That's pretty much how the build works out. It's incredibly strong, and I'm like absolutely not surprised that this build has like, I think, Wormhole 200 plus clears. Yeah, so I hope you will enjoy the build, as I sure as heck did. By the time I was playing, it was a really enjoyable build. But yeah, but I have to go to cook now. So until the next video, guys. See you later. Bye.